Margin is the difference between what you have and what you need. How much time do I want to spend in my business? We have this thing with hustle culture where you work all the time. You know what that's going to equate to? Being out of shape and divorced. A lazy mind's answer is to work harder. Notice the energy in the room? So coming up with different strategies, different techniques, so I can preserve time, preserve energy, and have money that's residual in nature in my life. This is the plan that I use, okay? A 3-1-90, a 3-year vision. 3 years from now, what's the volume? What's the GCI? What's the gross margin? What's the net profit and how many homes are we selling? Okay, and then here are the roles: team leader, listing agent, buyer's agents, admin roles, right? 1 year from now, in order to get to this, 1 year from now, I'd have to be doing 10 million, right? 300,000 in GCI, here's the margins, here's the units. And then what's the 90-day focus? Okay, so in the next 90 days, I'm going to do 2 million. I'm going to have 60 grand in GCI. Here's the margin, here's the net profit, here many transactions. And then there's rocks. Rocks are where you work on your business, not in it. How many people besides me ever found themselves just working in their business and never on it? Yeah. What does that lead to? Nothing. Same thing, hamster wheel. So rocks are projects. So how many people have projects? Like maybe I need to, Esteban, start a podcast because I've been busting his chops to do that. Or maybe I need to get my CRM cleaned up because I don't really fucking have one. Maybe I need to like really study this social thing and like get after it instead of being a wimp. But this is it. So notice these are all in alignment. You have a 3-year vision, 1-year plan, 90-day focus. But look, if I focus on this next 90 days, it'll lead me here, which leads me here. And then every quarter, you redo the rocks. This is what we do in our company. Every quarter, we sit down, me and Carla, we'll say, okay, what are we going to do in the next 90 days? What are the rocks? We want Aaron to be on a podcast. We want him to do these talks. We want him to do these things. Cool. Then we have 90 full days to do them because that's how real businesses do things in quarters. Do real companies present earnings every month? What do? Quarterly. Okay? Because you feel all this pressure. As agents, we think in short windows of time, like 1 week. Like I need a sale now. I need to do this shit now. No, dude, you have like 90 days to make it happen. This shows where you can see where it's like red light, yellow light, green light. So let's say on your database, is that a red light, meaning it's shit? Is it a yellow light, it's okay? Or is it a green light, it's rocking? And this can help you to get clear on what the rocks are. So listing marketing, do I have marketing for expireds? Is that a red light, a yellow light, or a green light, right? FSBOs, red light, yellow light, green light, so on and so forth. Social proof. Do I have any like things? Actually, we're just going to hand them to you. So you'll get them in the flesh. Thank you, Gabriella. The lovely ladies of the Elite Builders, everybody. Let's go. So as you get those, you could see here, this is what helps you to get clear on rocks. What's going on with my appointment setting? Am I good on seller scripts? Do I have buyer scripts? Do I have sphere of influence scripts? Do I have a new appointment process? Like what happens when I go on the appointment? And then you go through all of these. What does transaction management look like? And let's say you have a red on the expireds, you have a red on seller scripts, and you have a red on an open house system. Guess what? You just found 3 rocks to work on. Does that make sense? And what you do is every 90 days, what do? Look at the fucking list. Because I want you to realize something. If you choose 3 rocks every quarter, in a year, you will implement 12 different things. Your business will be completely different in the course of a year. Does that make sense? So if you look, and again, this isn't about making it about me, but to get your brain thinking. In the last year, how much we've changed. I went from very little attention on social to a lot. I went from 3,000 followers to 33,000. I went from almost no presence on YouTube to 150,000 views this month. I've been on Ryan Pineda's podcast. I've been on the Pace Morby's live stream. I've been to 6 different states this year with partners teaching them how to do this. We've implemented little things every quarter, and now our life is completely different. But I need a plan and a strategy on how to get there. And then this is the 90-day world. So this is how this works, right? So you go from here, here's the big vision, right? That's where we're going. This is, okay, here are the rocks that we need to implement in order to get there. Now, here's what we're going to do for the next 90 days. We're going to do X amount of deals, X amount of revenue, right? Before taxes, listings, buyers sold, But then look what's right here. Rocks. And who's going to do it? Let's say you need to get your expired thing worked out. You need to get open house system, and you need to get your database, because those are all red. So you guys function as a team. Yeah. Eden and Amy, right?
Thank you for calling me Amy.
My pleasure. I always call her Miss Amy because she was my Liliana's teacher at Montessori school. So I'm like, forever and always, you'll just be Miss Amy to me, but I just called her Amy. So that's what she's pointing out. So I'm a big girl, yay. So what would happen is you guys would look at those reds, and then when you go here, after you have rocks, now you look at each other, who's going to be responsible for it? So let's say you're like, okay, I'm going to take database. And then you're like, okay, I'm going to take the open house system. And then you have weekly meetings. But not just like bullshitting like friends. I know. She's like, how dare you? We really like each other.
Do you listen?
I know. Like, not like personal shit. It's like, look, we have meetings every week, me and Gabriella and the team and Carla. And what we talk about is, first, I'll bring a little bit of value. I'll talk about something I'm learning or I saw or whatever that's helpful to us as a team. But then we go through wins, challenges, gratitudes, intentions. Wins. What do we do that worked? Well, I worked on the open house system and I talked to this person and I got this, and this. Good job. And Eden's like, win. I took the database thing and I watched a video on FUB and like blah, blah, blah. Good. Those are wins. Challenges. I got this pain in the ass client that fucking won't shut up. Or agent or whatever, right? Well, what are the challenges? Or maybe physical, or maybe something's going on, or maybe you're not feeling well, or maybe something happened in your life. Like there's a challenge. Then, gratitudes. What am I appreciative of? I'm super appreciative that you guys took your non-refundable precious breaths to be with me today. I'm appreciative of that, right? I'm appreciative of the platform. I'm appreciative of the opportunity to have impact on people in a positive way. And then, intentions. What is my intention today? My intention is to show up fully and completely, to be playful, use humor, intelligence, emotional intelligence, charisma, enthusiasm, to have an impact on somebody in a positive way, and to talk to somebody enthusiastically about the E, the X, and the P. That is my intention, right? So, but that's how meetings should go, and they shouldn't take longer than an hour. Otherwise, you're bullshitting. They're looking at each other like, we got to cut down those 3-hour meetings, huh? Right? But do you see how now you have a framework? Because most people don't operate as a team. They're a working group. They're not collectively moving towards the completion of an intention. It's more like a golf team where like, you go play your round of golf, I'll go play my round of golf, and we'll come back and tell each other about it. That is not a team. A team has roles. So if you notice, my team, which are fucking rock stars, they have roles, do they not? Mm-hmm. Gabriella was checking you in because she's the client care coordinator, right? My wife is getting everything prepared. And what is my role? To show up and fucking crush it. That's my role. But teams know that they can depend on each other to do that. Do you think Michael's team knew that at the end of the game, they gave him the ball? Why? That's his role. My role is to make it rain. But somebody else's role is to get rebounds. Somebody else's role is to play good defense. You see what I'm saying? And a real team, you know what a real team says to each other? I don't care what role I have to play as long as we win. Isn't it interesting that Tom Brady, even though he's the best quarterback in history, and don't give me any shit that he's not, 7 championships, he was never the highest paid player in the NFL. Should he have been? He was not thinking about him. He was thinking about winning. I'll do whatever it takes to win. Make sense? But this gives me a framework to work from. Do you see? I have the vision. Here, this helps me to get the rocks. Here's the 90-day. Here's the rocks. Who's going to do it? And then we have meetings once a week. What are we doing? And if you're by yourself, get a coach. Get somebody who can do this with you. Who could say to you, Natalie, okay, what are you doing for the next 90 days? What are the rocks? And who's going to do it? And then keep following up with you over and over again, because we're all slimy little devils, okay? We will all try to slime out to the easiest shit. You become like my kids, like Sebastian. I'm like, bro, did you leave your shit on the floor? He's like, huh? What? Huh? You talking to me? No, motherfucker. You're like, yes, 100% I'm talking to you. There's nobody else here. Grown-ups do this shit. I'll be on coaching calls. I'm like, hey, did you do that? She's like, huh? What? Did we talk about that last time? I'm like, yeah, here's the fucking video. Like right there. Okay? So now we have a framework. Is this helpful? Say aye. Good. Welcome back, Novello Nation, to another episode of the Aaron Novello podcast. We have with us a very special human being. He's somebody who's really done everything within the real estate space.